Holy right aileron, Batman! Hello my little Mad Hatters and welcome back to Building with the Boys. We now have issue 64 of Hachette's Batmobile Tumbler. In this one, we are doing the right aileron, which is similar to what we did with the left aileron. But it's going to be a little trickier, I think, this time because we've got all of that stuff built onto the other side of it. So be careful when you're doing this. You don't want to snap anything. We're going to build the aileron itself first. That's nice and easy. And then we're going to go through the nuisance of needing a third hand to attach the aileron to the main body. At the end of this one, we'll be talking about the massive, and I do mean massive, impact that The Dark Knight had on the modern superhero movie. I can't understate it. You can feel its footprint on everything. You genuinely can. And we'll talk about that at the end. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get this one open. Let's get this one built. Okay, so let's take a look at what comes inside 64. Quite a lot. Bloody hell, I forgot we got all this. Right, so we have the brackets, we have the, that's what's how we're going to move the aileron. We have, that's blank, so that's going to be a part in there. What is this? Oh, I forgot about that pin. Okay, that's going straight back in. Yeah. You pick up with, you will pick up with a magnet. Good, good. Let's not lose that. MP, WP, and AP. So all plastic to plastic. I totally forgot about that little pin. It must have been like, I don't know, blocked it out. But then we have, bizarrely, my ailerons come already assembled. So we're supposed to pop these together. I'll take it apart in case yours hasn't. There we go. So it's literally a case of, that pin goes in there, I'm sure it does. Right, let's get this built. Okay, it's all coming back to me now. So this part here is going to sit over these two lugs. Now you don't screw that in because when we put the top on, that's what's going to hold it in. The next thing we're going to do, I remember this. This is where the pin comes in. Okay, let's make sure we get this right because I really, really don't want to do this wrong. Yeah, it's the one marked R2. Right, so not that one. This one. Marked R4, sorry. Right. So this is going to sit in there, but we're going to put the pin through it. I just get anything that's that bloody small makes me nervous. Just does. Just does. But let's get that pin, let's get this put through, and I need to stop being such a colossal wuss about it and just get on with it. Right, let's get this pin. I'm going to try and tip it into the aileron. There we go. Right. My enormous hands are not the easiest thing for this, right? I'm always cautious about using tweezers because even though they're your friend, tweezers will just ping off into the stratosphere. Something that you're holding with if you squeeze too hard. So we really don't want to do that. Get in there. Aha! Gotcha. Right, so that's in and done. Nice. Right, now let's put this on and lock that in place. And I can stop overreacting and panicking about it. There we go. Hey! I'll be feeling a lot better when this is screwed in. Right, so what are we screwing this in with? We're screwing this in with MP screws. For the right aileron, blah, 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 blah. 3 MP screws. Yes! Yeah, those little pins, man. I mean, if anyone watched the Doll's House build, we had a lot of those little pins. Because they held doors together, so they yeah, they weren't they were very easy to lose. If you do lose one, there are ways around it. Paper clips, You can cut a paper clip down to size. You can get a piece of hard. I mean, ultimately, it's just a little piece of wire, but you need something that's firm. But those tiny, tiny pieces, that can't be the best way of doing this anyway. But that's what they've chosen to do. Okay, so another MP screw in here. These are tiny screws as well, so good luck if you've got terrible old eyes like me. There's one there. Now, I've got a feeling there's going to be a lot of noise in a minute because I'm having a tree cut down in the garden. They've just turned up to do it. Even though it's Bank Holiday Bloody Monday, they've decided today is the day to cut a tree down. But, you know, so if you start hearing chainsaws, you'll know why. There we go. So that's how we're now looking. And that pin's on. Good. Relieved. Right, so that's that. Okay, so I'm going to put it to the side for now. We're going to move over to the body of this. We're going to turn it around this way, like so. And we're going to be using this piece here. And it's going to sit in there like so. So that's how this one's going to go. It looks different to the other one, which is because I've got it there in the wrong way. Goes in there like, oh, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Right, it goes in here like that. So that's where that one's going to go. Let's go the right way around. Fourth time's the charm, Scott. Bloody hell, I put it in every which way but right there. So, okay, so that is the way around we're going. Right. So, now we got, yeah, this is where we got to flip it over and somehow get the aileron to hold it, which is going to be easier said than done. But it is what it is. All right, let's get that done. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've screwed this one in. Now, the reason why I didn't film it, well, I did film it, but I can't show you the footage. And the reason why I can't show you the footage is because the level of profanity that came out of me trying to get that screw into underneath here into there, as you can see, just under there. The level of profanity that came out of me, I'm pretty sure is going to at some point be responsible for destroying the world. It's gone up into a cloud somewhere, unless Superman turns up to destroy it. Now, even him, I don't think he'd stand a chance against it. But no, the level of profanity, I turned the air blue doing that. So I can't really show it because I'll be banned from YouTube for life and probably end up on a watch list somewhere. So that's what just happened there. May the odds be ever in your favour when it comes to screwing that single WP screw, because that was not fun. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece here, and it's going to fit into this lugs there. So we're going to fit this in, and then we're going to screw this in from underneath, which, there we go. So flip this one over, and then we're going to hold this one in with two of the AP screws. Now, thankfully, this looks a little easier. But honestly, it was world-ended level of profanity that came out of me. It was biblical. Right, so this is plastic to plastic, still need to worry about metal screws here. So we're going to pop one of these in. There we go. I know people say to me, you seem really chill, Scott. Editing is your friend. I normally am, but that was, after I think about the 5th or 6th time, it just slipped out. I'm like, oh, that wasn't fun. There must be an easier way to do that. If you know what it is, let us know, because I have got to do another one of those very soon. I don't know, I mean, the other one wasn't that, the other two that I've done weren't that bad. I think just that, for whatever reason, that one just was not playing ball, and it was a right pain. But it's what it is, done now. Okay, so that's that one screwed in. Are we continuing? We are continuing. Right, so let's flip this one over. So that's where we are now. I'm not worried about this bounce about, to be honest with you. We are then going to add our second one. And that is going to go into here and here. And the pin is going to go through there, like so. So that's how we're going to be looking. Flip this one over. And we'll screw this in place. Again, with a couple of the AP screws. I'll hold on to this one as we do it. make sure that pin is still in before I tighten this. It is. Right. Let's get another one in. Then we'll tighten them up. Yeah, it was. I don't know. There was something quite therapeutic about that, though. There seemed to need to be a heavy cussing session. It is what it is. Right, that one there. Let's tighten up. Okay, let's flip back over, and there we are. And that is our completed work. It's not as loose as this one, so I might loosen that screw up now and put it in. Because I want these are going to move. So you don't want them mad tight. You want them to start to hold that kind of position, but you don't want them so tight that they're not going to move at all. So we can tweak that later on. But that is how we're looking. So that is, I believe, everything for this stage. We have got another aileron to come on. But that won't be for a little while yet. We have got the next 6. I mean, they should be here tomorrow. The bank holiday may have buggered that up a little bit, but that's how we're looking. We're looking nice. Let's have a chat. So with that, now I've only got to put one more of those in, so that's a relief. That's nice. I'm happy about that. But that's how we're now looking. So we're looking good. So this will be the ass end of the car, basically. It's gonna look beautiful. I mean, again, keep the faith, people. We are gonna have a very nice tumbler at the end of this one. Is it a fun build? Not really, I gotta be honest, but I think the reward's gonna be worth it. That's all for this video. Just sticking around the build instructions. Thank you for stopping by. If you're sticking around for our bat chat, we are concluding our retrospective of The Dark Knight. So Dark Knight's now been released. It's been absolutely huge, and for the first time in superhero movies, it's been taken seriously. And what I mean by that is everything else at this point has been seen as kind of fluff, this sort of disposable kind of blockbuster fare, that's it. It's not regarded as art. It isn't regarded as film. It's regarded as popcorn movie. And it's hard to argue with that, because if you look at the movies that came out shortly before this one, you're looking at The Incredible Hulk, Fantastic Four, a third Spider-Man movie, and they all were very formulaic. It was like, just get some CGI monster and the hero can fight it, and it's what it was. So they weren't taken seriously. When it came to like awards seasons, nobody was looking at those for anything other than kind of visual effects or sound editing or something like that. Whereas Dark Knight legitimately was being nominated for a lot of awards, from Best Picture to Best Supporting Actor for Heath Ledger, for script, for cinematography, for editing, for directing, which is remarkable. And it showed what could be done with a superhero film. Now, like anything in Hollywood, once something's hit big, they decide, well, we're going to do that with everything, which probably wasn't the right move, because they decided that, okay, well, this is the way forwards now. Everything's going to be like The Dark Knight. So all of a sudden, all of our superhero movies became super serious. And it's like, you've missed the point. If you think the only thing that made Dark Knight successful was that it's deadly serious and straight-faced, well, then you missed the point, because it wasn't. That works for that character. Okay, that does. But when they tried to do it with, say, the Justice League or Superman, it didn't work, because it doesn't suit that character. It's like, let's make dark and edgy. That's what everyone likes. No, we like Batman dark and edgy because Batman is dark and edgy. We like the Punisher dark and edgy because the Punisher is dark and edgy. I don't need a dark and edgy Spider-Man. That's just weird. So, it had positive effects, negative effects. Positive effects are that movie studios now looked at it and thought, okay, this is a legitimate art form. We can actually make very good movies. This movie itself, Dark Knight, is in the Congressional Library as being culturally significant, which means shows kind of the impact it had. But they the bizarre thing is, like I said, the negative impact that it had was everyone went, okay, so super serious and dark. No. Write it well and respect your source material. That's all anybody really wants. Give us an actual story. Don't insult us with dumbed down storylines. And not everything needs a bloody origin story. A lot of us know the origin. We don't need to tell the origin once again. We know it. And I think Nolan's movies did that. They gave it legitimacy, they really did. Warner Brothers failed to capitalise. It's the reality. They've been chasing Dark Knight ever since. That's what they've been doing. So ever since the success of Dark Knight, pretty much every movie they've released since has had a taste or a smattering of Dark Knight all over it. And it's not worked. We'll talk about what some of those movies are in the next one. But that's all from me. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you've enjoyed the Dark Knight chats. There's the next one coming. It's not the one you think. If you think Dark Knight Rises is next, it isn't. There was something else. But we'll talk about that very soon. So this isn't a month. This is literally any day. So they could be here as early as tomorrow. If they are, they'll be going up. Once they're here, they're going up. That is all for this one. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. Please remember to like and subscribe. That helps our channel massively. We love having you along for our journey because we need someone to help us take down the scumbags of Gotham. You can contact us at buildwiththeboys@outlook.com if you have any questions, queries, you want to show us anything you want to say. We'd love to hear from you, we really would. Or you can pop it in the comments down below and we will try and get back to you as soon as possible. That is all from me. And remember, until next time, Gotham needs us.